Hey guys, my name is Pam Peebles, and welcome to another Skinny Body Care Stories of Success, Skinny Fiber Stories of Success. And I have a fantastic panel with me tonight that's going to share some information with you on how they've been using Skinny Fiber, how it's been changing their life, not just their body, but also their finances. And I've been on Skinny Fiber now. I'm actually restarting my 90-day challenge. I just started it yesterday. But during my first 90 days, I actually was 28 pounds, went from a size 14 down to a size 10. In addition to that, I've been making money with the company. It's just been phenomenal, phenomenal opportunity for me. So you'll hear a little bit more about my story later, but what I first want to do is introduce my beautiful friend and co-host, Chris, to you. She's going to be introducing our panel to you. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
No, your screen went black. There you go.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble over here freezing up, so sorry.
That's okay. It's live. So, Chris, before we get started, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how Skinny Body has changed your life and what it's doing for you.
Oh, well, gosh. I've been with the company. It's been just a little bit over a year now. I started last August, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. I've lost 40 pounds. I've got more that I want to go, but I don't have any doubts that I'm going to get there. I've actually found something that I can stay home and work and make a wonderful living doing, something that every day after I get up, I enjoy doing it, and love to get up in the morning and turn on the computer and see what's happening. You pick up my phone. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I want to pick up my phone and see what's going on. Every single day, all day, for the past year, it's been a job that I can wake up to and be happy with. And not think, oh gosh, I've got to get up and go to work. I've got to get up and put up with my stuff. Anybody can afford me the opportunity to just not have to do that. It's giving me the freedom that in my entire adult life, I've been working since I was 16 years old. So in my entire adult life, I've worked for someone else, and for the first time, I've actually found something that works for me, that fits for me, that fits for my team. Anybody can come into this and do it and be a success. It's not a hard business. It's a very applicable business that we've been given. And it changes lives. That's what's the most wonderful thing about it. It's not just that it's changed my life. It's not just that it's changed my family's life, but it changes everyone's life when they walk in the door and they see what it's really all about. So I've been really blessed with it. I don't think I can ever go back to working for somebody else now that I've kind of got a taste of being able to do it on my own.
I think we're having a little bit of problem with your mic, Chris.
Can you not hear me at all?
We can hear you, but you're going in and out just a little bit.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think, let me know if you can't hear me. I was going to have a new mic by this week, but I'll have one by next week. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Can you guys hear Chris okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, then I think what I want to do, the first person I want to introduce is actually one of the first people that I came into contact with after I bought my bottle. And I didn't really talk to her a lot, but I saw her. I was one that I sat down on my computer when I started the company, and I sat there for probably 18 to 20 hours a day, and I worked all the time, and I never did anything but be on the computer. So for those 18 to 20 days, I saw this name constantly in the groups over and over and over. And I thought, man, who is this person? How can this person be on the computer and talking to all these people every day? And it was Judy Stallings. And I've learned so much from her over the past year. I've not only learned how to run the business, I've not only had every question that I've ever asked answered. I've learned how to be a better person. I've learned how to be more patient. I've learned how to be loving, because that's just who she is. To me, she almost seems like the kind of person, and she'll correct me if I'm wrong, but she almost seems like the kind of person that she would give you a shirt off her back, but if you had made a horrible mistake and you needed a good talking to, she'd probably hit you with the shirt before she gave it to you, but she would give you the shirt. Because that's just the way she is. She will tell you when you're doing wrong. She'll praise you when you're doing right. you know, and she's had the company. And to me, it's, I'm really honored to be able to introduce her because she has been a phenomenal influence in my life. She has also, the one thing that I really want to stress about her before she takes over is before I ever ranked or before I ever did anything in the company, I could go and I could send her a message any time of the day or night, and with 6,500 people in this room, she would message me back. She would answer me. And it was just really, it's what's kept me in the company. It's the people, and it's people like her, and it's people like her sister that have taught me how to operate my business. So before I keep going and going and going on about her and all this, I'm going to just hand it over to Judy Shine. She is a diamond in the company. In more ways than just the compensation plan, she is a true diamond in the company. So Judy, why don't you go ahead and just tell us how you started, how you have the patience that you do, and just share with us your story.
Well, thanks a lot, Chris, for making me cry, first of all. I don't normally like to show that side. I found Skinny Body Care back in 2011, right when the company was first taking off. I've been with the company since about maybe 2 weeks after it began. And at first, when I joined the company, basically it was for the weight loss product. We women are always looking for ways to lose weight. And at the time I was 47 or 48. I'm going to be 51 in a couple months, but it seems to get harder and harder as we age. And so anytime I see a new product out there, I want to try it and see how it's going to work. So I ordered the Skinny Fiber. At the same time, I paid the $10 extra to upgrade because, what's the sense in not paying that $10? If this works for me, I can share it with others. I got the product. I started taking it. And even though I wasn't real consistent with it, I still lost several pounds the first month. So when I realized that I could still lose weight, even though I wasn't totally consistent and I wasn't totally eating like the way I should, I realized that this is something I really need to give a fair chance. And so I started allowing the product to teach me how to make better choices. I pretty much completely lost my cravings for sweets. I stopped snacking on junk food and was just more conscious of the way I was eating. I still wasn't exercising at the time, but at that time I had maybe 15, 20 pounds to lose, and in the first 6 to 8 weeks I lost about 14 of those pounds. So the product is definitely phenomenal. Not only is it weight loss, I just feel like when you lose weight and all the ingredients in the product, the enzymes and the natural ingredients, they just help to get your body into a great state so that everything works better. And I noticed that I no longer had migraines, and anyone that knows me can tell you that I suffer from migraines pretty much on a weekly basis. I have a military disability for migraines. I participated in 3 migraine studies. I took every medication out there for migraines, and for the last 3 years, about a little over 3 years, I've not had to take migraine medication, and I've not had a migraine since. I sleep great. I have energy throughout the day. As I said, I'm almost 51. The hot flashes are gone. There's just so many great things that I feel the product's done for me. I'm not making medical claims about the product. However, I know that Skinny Fiber has been the one constant thing that I've changed and nothing else. As far as the business opportunity, it's absolutely amazing. I didn't get into this company to make $1 million. I just kind of wanted a way to supplement my income, just to make an extra $100 or $200 a month, because there are a lot of people out there living paycheck to paycheck, which is basically what I was doing. I had a very good job. I earned good money. But as a single person, all the bills were on me. So, I basically had to watch everything that I spent. The first year, I didn't really apply myself much. I was working full time, so I made a little bit of money, but not much. But then after that, the second year, when I really started seeing that this was really something that could change my life, along with my sister, she just took off with it and was doing great. And I wanted to be, like her. I wanted to tell everybody I knew about Skinny Fiber. And so together we started to build a team. Our customers actually would come to us and ask us if they could sell the product, and that's basically how our team was built, on satisfied customers. A satisfied is the best distributor you'll ever have. So over the last couple years, we have been able to build a team with people who are just average, everyday people. They don't have any skills or marketing skills, may never have been in a business like this before in their life, but they started taking the product and loved it and wanted to sell it. We have people who were on public assistance, who've made in excess of 6 figures. We've had people who've just made an extra $500-$600 a month, and it's just been a great answer to so many people's prayers. I think the best thing about this product is it allows us to share with others, help them to better their lives, both physically and financially. And one last thing I'm going to say, I don't want to take up too much time. I was able to quit my job last February, and it's been nothing short of amazing. I have earned more than I ever thought was possible, and this is absolutely the best opportunity out there. We have an amazing company, amazing people, and an amazing product.
Well, Steve, you just about said it all. Now, what am I going to ask since you...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Ask away. I kind of do have a gift for gab.
That's okay. I think that's what makes it work so well. I do want to ask you, this Las Vegas event, it was absolutely phenomenal, and I think everybody on the panel is going to agree. It's actually my third. It was my third event. I was supposed to go to Charlotte, but I ended up wrecking my car like the day before I was supposed to go, so I wasn't able to go. But they've all been good. But this one was. What do you feel like was different about this one? And I don't want to really put you on the spot, but what do you think was different about this event that really connected with people? Because, like I say, I've been to the other events, and this is totally different for me. I mean, I came back ready to go with so much information and so much fire and so many new ideas. And a lot of the same people actually talk. So what do you think makes the difference with this one?
I think the big difference, what made this event so wonderful, was we had such a great lineup of speakers, and each one offered something different as far as training. They were absolutely amazing. I just think that people got a lot out of it because there was so much information shared, and it was just a great lineup. Everyone had something very valuable to teach.
Yeah, I agree.
That and I helped plan it, so obviously that's part of the reason.
Yeah, that was part of it. Let me see. What's another good question for you before I let you go? Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. You've been in the company now. Were you one of the very first that started with SBC, or were you in for a little bit? And how many distributors were in before you actually got in? Because I think it's really key to know exactly where you started, because you are the pioneer, really, of the company. You and Jackie and a few others.
I believe the company came about mid-December of 2010, if I'm not mistaken, and I actually joined the company January 9th of 2011, so it was within the first couple weeks. It wasn't a very big group to start off with, and we were kind of just testing the waters. We had this product. The product had been around a couple years, just not distributed in the way that it is now. And it was just a real learning experience. Everybody worked together, and we just built it from pretty much nothing to what it is today. Yeah. I'm not sure how many distributors were in the company at the time, but there weren't a whole lot.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to touch on, because I'm sure that a lot of people left in the beginning, and I'm sure that they're kicking themselves now because they wish they would have stayed. And that's something that to anybody who's on this call, I really want to stress. Companies have cycles. You know, sales is a big cycle. It goes up and down and up and down. There's never really any steady line in sales. People need to stick with it, and people need to stay in because this company is on fire now. It's only going to go up. It's going to get better. The teams are going to build. The money is going to improve. And if you're sitting there and you're thinking, gosh, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, stick with it because this is a company that can really change everything. You need to hang in there and you need to stick with it and you need to be committed and work. So
It is.
Pardon me? Go ahead. Yeah.
It is, I agree. And a lot of people think that because I came in so early that I have an advantage that they might not have, and that's absolutely not true. People are joining now, and they're having as much success as I have. We're actually still in that momentum phase, and we're still a new company, only 4 years old in this coming January. So, I mean, everyone has an opportunity to succeed in this company just as much as someone who came in at the beginning. It's all dependent on how much effort and work you put into building your business. If you treat it like a hobby, then you're going to get hobby returns. If you treat it like a job, then you're going to be very successful. So, yeah, now is the perfect time for anyone to come in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm telling people. That's what I'm telling my team. You guys are right here. Maybe like you said, it's 4 years old, but it's still the beginning, and it's only going to grow, and it's only going to help all of us. So if anybody is sitting out there and they're on the call or they're on this hangout right now, get back to the person that invited you on. Send them a message. Ask them how you can join up. It doesn't cost much at all to join up. There are 3 ways that you can join the company. You can purchase 1 bottle and join and pay an extra $10. You can buy 2 bottles, get 1 free, and pay an extra $10. Or you can come in at our gold level and buy 3 bottles and get 3 bottles for free. And you can sell those those extra bottles. You're really only paying $10 to start a company. And you get paid $8 of that back once you get in the company and watch a training video. You get that back. So for pretty much an initial investment of $2 with a product that works, you can start your own business and you can be successful. Is there anything that you kind of want to close up with, or you want to say before? Because I know you've got your heart and soul call here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I do. I think just the most important thing for anyone listening out there who's in the business or thinking about getting into the business, building relationships is very important. You have to gain people's trust. You have to show them you're a real person and you do really care about them, that you're not just out there to try to make a sale to them. And I really think that's what it's all about. Good karma comes to people who do good things, and I just feel like there's so many people out there that need our help, and both, like I said, physically and financially. If we can help save someone's life from obesity or help someone financially, then we've done something really good. And I think just building relationships, gaining trust with people, and showing people you care and you're real.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I've had my weight loss support group for over a year, and I have people who have been sitting in that group, not saying a word to me, not commenting, not liking for a year, and they'll send me this message, and they'll be like, Chris, okay, I'm done. I put it off for a year. I've watched it for a year. I'm going to order now, today. And I'm like, oh, good. It's only been a year, So we're going to do it now. And that's what it is. It's about building that trust. Because I might have somebody come in the group, and they'll join the group, and they'll order that day. Or they'll sit there for 6 months, or they'll sit there for a year. But it's about building that trust. Because weight loss, it's a personal thing. And people battle with it and fight with it. So, again, if anybody's sitting out there and you just want to lose weight, hit that button. Sign up here if you want to become a distributor and take charge of your life, and hit that button, join my team, talk to the person who brought you on. Judy, thank you very much. You are.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Chris, can I jump in real quick before we lose Judy?
Yes.
Judy, I just have to ask this question for all of the women who are watching you. What are you doing with your face, girl? Because there's no way in the world you are about to turn 51. We're on the page talking about you going, there's no way she's turning 51. So please tell us your beauty secret, please.
A phenomenal camera. I do use Ageless, which is our other product, and I mean I use it faithfully every day, and I do think that it helps keep my skin, fairly young. So, and plus, I am one that will never grow up. I refuse to grow up, and I think as long as I have that attitude, I stay young.
Well, the Ageless, okay, folks, you just heard that. I'm going to be slathering it on my face. I use it twice a day. I think I'm going to like 4 times a day.
You have beautiful skin.
Oh, well, thank you, but I'm just looking at you, and you're just glowing, and I'm going, there's no way. When you said that like twice, the first time I thought maybe that she didn't mean to say that, and when you said it the second time, I said she definitely meant it. So. Okay, Chris, I'm sorry. I just had to ask that question.
That's okay. That's okay. I think I'm all done with Judy. I'm all done with her. I'm not going to go on and on. I could go on all day. So I'll just turn it back over to you, and you can introduce the next lovely panelist here.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you. I know you got to drop off. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So let's just kind of move on down or ease on down the road. So let's go. Carrie, are you with us? Carrie. Okay. So let's jump over. Let's go to Hawaii. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, beauty.
Aloha.
So let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Let's talk about how you got involved with Skinny Body Care. Let's talk about how it's changing your life, your business. I know that I read recently on your page that you dropped like 7 pounds, and so you have a lot of things going on. So please share with us everything that's taken place aside from this beautiful tan and glow that you have going on that I'm just over here, envious of.
Yes, I did go to the beach yesterday just for that. No, I do take Ageless too, by the way, or use it. I'm actually 60. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm a jokester. We do hang out with my team all the time. They think I'm goofy. Yeah, how I got into it. Wow, our whole team. Just kind of left another business that was kind of goofing around with comp plans, so we all just moved over. My wonderful sponsor, Davita Will, is amazing, and Marquise Brigham, they're just awesome leadership, and the whole company is amazing. I got to go to Vegas, which was awesome, and met every single one of you guys here on the panel, so that was amazing. I made sure I met everybody that I could. The product's been off the charts. I'm doing my second 90-day run, and I have to keep track because in 8 days I lost 11 pounds, and I'm not even working out yet. I plan to go back to Pilates today for the first time, and it's been amazing. The comp plan is, I'm pretty new. I'm only 4 months into this, so learning the whole comp plan is something new to me because I've always been in binary, and I've always been offline. So doing online work now is much better. I do a little offline, but it's more like putting something out there, and I do go and deliver and meet people now and then, but 4 months into it, I'm just loving it. I mean, it's an amazing product. I have tons of testimonies already for the weight loss, and my people just keep sending me texts. I just got a new picture text yesterday of one of my customer, or actually she turned distributor. Started off customer, turned distributor, which majority of the time happens. Just letting everyone know out there. You become a customer, you start losing weight, and everybody starts asking. Then all of a sudden, you just put in another $10 and boom, you're making money. So it's pretty awesome. I've been doing a little bit like what the leadership does. Pete mentioned one time he mailed out a couple of bottles to people. So I try to go global. I live on an island, so I can tap that out really quick. So I have to go off island, and I'm thinking the same thing. You're so funny. Mailing. I mean, I mailed a few bottles out recently to the Philippines, Australia, UK. It's pretty expensive with the shipping from Hawaii, but I don't care. I mean, I've met the leadership here. Ben Glinsky is just a wonderful, wonderful man. And he, when he says he wants this to be the last business we ever have to build, he's serious. And who gives people a car for free? I mean, I know you'll probably mention that at the end, but oh my gosh, my team right now is fighting for that car, the Camaro, and it's pretty cool to just be in a company that has amazing leadership. I mean, I just love all you guys, and John and Pete and Kim. Oh my goodness, we just had so much fun in Vegas, and I'm definitely SBC for life. Me and Justin had a conversation not too long ago, and we're just like, yep, we're in. We're done. We're here. We're not going anywhere. And it's just been awesome.
Well, first I'm like really listening to your weight loss and just going, that's phenomenal. So, and secondly, I think you said something it keeps coming up. So for those of you guys who are listening who have not started the program yet or are thinking about starting the program, and maybe you're not for sure about the business, just get started on the program. Get back to the person who put you on this hangout and just tell them, hey, listen, I want to do the 90-day challenge. It's perfectly okay, because here's what I can tell you. You will get results. You're going to lose weight. It's not possible to not lose weight unless, I mean, you literally don't need to lose weight. But if that's the case, you're going to get so many other benefits from the product. But everyone who I know, I tell them it's presumptive. I expect them to lose weight on this product. It's no way possible that, well, I won't say it's no way because I can't make that claim, but it's highly likely that you're going to lose weight if you just get on the product and you drink water with it and you eat like you have some sense. Obviously, you can't go out and eat a cow. I'm sure you gain weight eating anything, but realistically, I ate a moderate diet. I walked about 30 minutes every day. I didn't do anything crazy. 5 days a week, and lost weight and went down several sizes. So I think if you're thinking about whether or not this is the right business for you, but you're not sure, try the products. Try the products. We have a money-back guarantee where you can try it out, and it's an empty bottle money-back guarantee. So try it out, and that's the best way to get started on it. And I think you made a good point, is that most customers turn into distributors. Mm-hmm. So has that been your experience with this product?
It definitely has, and in the beginning, it wasn't even hard to share it. You know, you put up a couple of posts of weight loss. Like somebody just recently put up the post of the 8-year-old little girl. Did everybody see that? Oh my goodness. If I could put it up right now, that's just amazing. 8 years old. In 18 days she lost, what was it? 18 days she lost 50 pounds or something. It was crazy. Or maybe it was 40, something like that. But I don't even eat. I'll tell the truth. It makes me not hungry at all. So I actually have to go force myself to have something. So I usually just choose a yogurt or, you know, some veggies and just kind of snack. I do more snacking. And then if I eat a meal, it's like a quarter of it. It's been really awesome. But yeah, my customers have just been growing from their experience, and they're sharing their posts. Last week, for instance, was it last week, Sunday, I had one customer put up her, or I put up her picture, and I tagged her on it on Facebook, and 30 people were inboxing her, and she started calling me, oh my God, what's happening? So she goes, I guess I got to become a distributor. I said, yeah, $10 more, why not? And so literally within 3 days, she had like 3 sign-ups, which qualifies her for the car, and she made a little under $200. And she's just like, oh my gosh. She wasn't planning on it. She's a housekeeper, and you know, if she continues the way she's going, I mean, you know, you can't retire on $200, but if she continues, this could be really, really good for her. So I'm hoping.
Yeah. I'm sure she will. And you know what it is? I think we had a we had a millionaire mentoring session on Sunday night, and Jackie, who's Judy's sister, was actually talking about how all she did was share the product, share the product, share the product, and it turned into you know, this $1 million business for her. And it's funny because a lot of us who are marketers, our focus is on marketing the business, and when we learn to do the reverse and we start sharing the product and using the product, then everything really shifts and changes. I'm a marketer by trade, but I needed to lose weight and still need to lose weight, and it's just very weird when you start kind of sharing your heart with people and showing them the results you're getting, what happens. I was just talking with a friend on Facebook who is also part of Skinny Body Care, and she got on the program and she started losing weight, and she just mentioned to me, just casually, I just sent something to her and said, so how's it going? And last month she wasn't really doing anything, and she was just trying to figure things out, and then she just says, oh, well, I just sold 24 bottles since August 31st. And I looked at my calendar because I was saying to myself, well, maybe you got the dates wrong. And I asked her again, and she said, no, I mean, you know, she literally had sold that many bottles since that date, and it was because now she's getting results, and she's sharing her results with people. So it's just really interesting how when you focus on just getting results, sharing the product with people, instead of trying to sell them on it, people are more interested. So exactly. I think before, when she was trying to market it as a business, no one cared. But when she started losing weight on the products, all of a sudden, you know, in a matter, because I looked, and then I said, we have to have you on the Hangout next week. And I said, and I have to talk to you to find out how you sold 24 bottles in 3 days. And so, because that's like not the norm. But I think people saw her passion and what she was doing and the results that she was having. So, and as far as a business, I mean, you said, we all say, you know, we're here for the duration, but I just put something on my page earlier today talking about how important it is to stick around. What is it that you saw in Skinny Body Care that was different than anything else that you've ever done?
You know, in Vegas, you guys just loved on everybody. It didn't matter if they were bronze or if they were platinum. It didn't matter. There was no levels of, you know, you guys didn't, it was so genuine. I couldn't believe it. I was a part of a company where, you know, unless you're a diamond, you can hang out in the VIP section or whatever. I mean, we were just hanging out. It was awesome. I mean, truly genuine friends now, I feel, and I'm definitely taking a few. I think I got 6 people going to Florida so far. Haven't really made a long list yet to Florida, and we got wait. Sorry, I get so excited.
Well, and for those of you guys who are watching, in order to become a bronze, it's like the first level in the business. And that just means that you refer 3 people. So you could really just refer 3 friends. And I tell people all the time, even if you just want to become a customer and you decide to refer 3 people, it literally could just pay for your monthly shipment. So you don't always have to want to, you know, become a millionaire, even though there's nothing wrong with doing that either. If you want to, it can happen here. You could want to build this business to pay your house note, pay your car note, put your kids through college. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. Or you could simply just want to get in this business and sign up 3 friends and become a bronze and pay your monthly bill so that you can get your product for free. Whatever it is that you want to do, we're here to help you. So if you're looking at this right now, you're thinking about how can I get involved, link below. It says get started now, and that's how you'll do it, or get back in touch with the person who put you here. So thanks so much, darling. I love you to death. I love your spirit, love your energy, and I can't wait to see how many hundreds of people you're going to bring to Florida.
Yes, thank you. Love you too.
Alrighty. Okay, Chris, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Oh, as soon as I turned it over to you, we lost your camera. There you go. Hello, beautiful. We don't have audio for you. Hold on. There you go.
You go ahead for just a minute because I have a grandchild who needs my assistance, so I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Let's go to Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hello.
How are you?
Wonderful.
So Carrie and I actually have known each other for a little while, and so we go way back. So we've worked together previously. So when I say it was really great to see Carrie in this business, it really was. And funny thing is, when I first came in, I was a little clueless and trying to find my way around. And before, in the other business that Carrie and I was in, I was kind of mentoring Carrie. And when I came into this business, Carrie started mentoring me. And so, but that's how helpful everyone is in this company. That's what I love so much, is that there's no egos involved. People just jump in. And when I say Carrie has always been, and she just jumped right in and was like, oh, do this, here's what you need, here's where you go. And I was just so green to all of it. It was just really refreshing, because when I say I was green and had no clue, I really didn't. And Carrie became my go-to person because I was familiar with her. So, hey, girl.
Hey.
And I'm so glad we had a chance to finally meet in person.
I know, you had me in tears when I met you. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad we finally met in person.
Yeah, I think we hugged like 100 times.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. And I know people are like, y'all want to calm down?
People don't understand, what events are for, but that's what they're for, So you can meet people in person that you're just chatting on Facebook, and it's just nice to have that face-to-face connection and make that bond real, because you don't meet friends like this every day. It's totally different when you're in business like this, where you meet people that think like you and want to better people's lives, and you have common interests, and then when you get all together, and that bond just becomes more real,
Yeah, agreed. And, I remember when I saw you, I remember seeing you leave to come over to Skinny Body Care, but honestly at the time, I didn't know anything about it, and I don't think I really paid attention, but I remember seeing you leave, and but never thought to even ask you what it was about. So, I mean, when you talk about integrity, you just kind of, walked away and just did something totally different. So,
right.
Just a lot of integrity, and so many people in this business, in this industry, don't necessarily always have that. So I always just thought very highly of you, because of you never approached anyone or said anything. You just kind of was like, I like this flavor a lot better, and this is what I want to do. And next thing I knew, that's where you were at. And when I came over, it was like, oh, Carrie's here. This was that same business. It was like it never dawned on me. I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I was there.
Right. Yeah, I was surprised when I saw you, but I was like pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I was really happy to have you come over, because I knew what kind of a giver you are as a person. I'm a giver. I love helping people. I know you love helping people, and I was just like, oh, this is going to be so perfect for her,
Yeah.
And I see that with so many other people out there, working online, that they're working because they want to make money, but they're not fulfilled, And in this business, you're fulfilling people and changing their lives. in so much more ways than, you know, money. It's not all about money. You know, when you work online, if you make it about money, you're going to be hurting for a while. You know, it's a lot more personal. You need to reach out to people and show them who you are and that you care about them. And Skinny Body Care, that's, you know, that's what we do. And that's why I love it.
Yeah, and you know, the really great thing about it is that you came over and within a short amount of time, you were able, and hopefully it's okay to say this, you were able to really start having success, unlike you were at the other company.
Oh, yeah. My whole career turned around when I came here. Totally.
If you don't mind sharing that, I mean, you know, as much as you feel comfortable, because
oh yeah, sure.
Here's the thing, folks. If you guys are listening, this one of the things I love so much, and I just want to share this before, and I'll let Carrie go into as much as possible. We were in another business together, and Carrie was doing okay, but not as well as she wanted to be doing. And so, like I said, she just kind of trailed off, and, you know, sometimes you don't know why people do, but I'm not one to ask people. But then she came over to Skinny Body Care and just, like, took off. And what's really awesome about that is that you have so many people who are achieving success in this company that it's unreal. It's just really unreal. And when I say so many people, so many average people, you know, who maybe were not able to achieve success in another company, who maybe were having problems building teams, who maybe were having problems making a sustainable income. And when I mean sustainable, meaning that you can actually live off of it. So that's the really cool part about this company, is that people actually have full-time incomes doing this. And what's a full-time income? It varies. Some people, it could be $2,500. Other people, it could be, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and for some people it's $25,000 and even, you know, $80,000 or $100,000 a month. But the fact is that it can happen. This company has only been around for 3.5 years, a little over 3.5 years. So that's what I find to be so amazing. So Carrie, I want you to share as much as you feel comfortable, because for somebody who's listening to this and they haven't signed up yet, you haven't been in for like 3.5 years, right?
Me? No. I've been in for, it was just a little over 4 months. So my first day was March 21st, and I hit the platinum level in just a little over, it was a few days past my 4-week period. And I've maintained that each month, and you do have to start over every month to, you know, maintain your rank. So that means you need to keep your team going and bring more people in and keep working. And so within 3 months, I got a $1,500 bonus for maintaining my rank, and I get weekly checks every week for the sales, you know, and the team members that I bring in, and you know, you approach people and, oh, well, that kind of sounds good, but I don't want to do that, or I don't like recruiting, or, you know, a lot of excuses, and you feel like you're chasing people down. But since I started Skinny Body Care, people have been coming to me. You know, and it's not just because they want success online, it's because they want to lose weight, and they know people that need to lose weight, and people struggle with that. And even though I don't have a weight problem, I've always been very sensitive to people who do, because I've more or less had a bad self-image my whole life, and I'm one of those what people would call a skinny girl, you know, with a fat mind. I always think that I have to lose weight. I've always struggled. I gain a few pounds, I lose a few pounds, I work out like crazy, then I get lazy, gain them back. You know, every winter I've got about 10 that I need to take off again. So, I mean, I understand that struggle, and I think that people, they see that you care, and they see that you understand them and what they're going through, and they will come to you. You know, they'll be like, here, I want you to help me, or how can I get some of that skinny fiber? How does it work? Or I see that you're finally having success online. You know, what are you doing now? And so this opportunity has just been a blessing to me. You know, I worked in another business before the one that we did together for over a year. I put everything I had into it, including my whole retirement from my job, barely to make that back. And I needed to find something that I had a passion for, and that you know, people would want, and that I would enjoy, and I found it here. So I mean, I couldn't be happier.
You know,
They can't lose weight for, so many years, and they come to you 3 weeks later and they're like, oh my God, I lost 13 pounds, and they're just like so happy because it's never happened before for them, and that, that gets my heart. That I love hearing that, and I love knowing that I'm changing somebody's life for good, and for the better, and that's why I just love it here so much, because you're making an impact, and you're having success whether you're making $1 million or you're, making somebody healthy. So
yeah, I think that's the key word. I think one of the reasons why this company has been as successful as it has been is because of people like you, and people like myself, and people like Judy, and people, like Chris. I mean, you have literally a melting pot of people with different backgrounds who have different levels of experience, and we have Justin, who's going to speak in a second, who has years of experience in marketing, but who's passionate about the product. When I was talking with him, we got to talking about the product and how him and his wife are into the whole natural, the natural movement of eating healthier and using certain types of products in their household. And I took a look at his website and was just kind of blown away. And so, it's just really amazing how when we focus more on changing people's lives instead of going in their pocket, things really shift for us. And that's what Skinny Body Care really focuses on and promotes, versus other businesses that I've been in. And I haven't been in the whole, and I'm still unsure what to call this. I call it multi-level marketing, network marketing. I just throw it all in one big thing. It's one big soup. So I call it network marketing. I'm probably screwing it all up, but I don't really care. I know it pays me and I help people, so that's what I tell people. But so the MLM, network marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever it is that I do that pays me residual income, that's what I do. When I started focusing on helping people, that's when I started making money. But most companies just teach you to focus on getting the money. Like, in other words, going in people's pocket, and no emphasis on the customer themselves. So that's the first thing I noticed about Skinny Body Care, is that the emphasis is on the customer, which explains why 8 out of 10 people who use the product are customers. Whereas most companies, most of the time, it's reps just buying the products in order to meet their quota. So,
right.
So it's pretty interesting. And then, too, that you're able to share your passion. And even when you and I first talked and you just started telling me about it, and you just literally, it doesn't matter whether you're, skinny girl or any of that stuff. When I say this girl knew the product backwards and forward, she was able to tell me anything and everything. She was like, hold on one second. And she was just like getting me information. So, and that comes from her knowing her market, knowing everything that she needed to know so that she can help her clients. So that's why I love you to death, Carrie, because this is a perfect business for you. It's allowed you to be who you are, and that's why you're succeeding. Because even back then, when we were in this other company together, that wasn't a good fit for you because it wasn't about you putting your soul into it. And this,
right,
you have your soul in it, and that's why it's succeeding for you.
Yeah, I totally believe that. You have to enjoy what you're doing, and I see so many people that are struggling online, and I just want to tell them, if you're not loving what you're doing, if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to succeed. That's like forcing a ballerina to play football. If you don't love it, you're not going to be any good at it. You need to find something that fits you. And if you're a people person, you love helping people, you're a caregiver, this is the kind of job that is a dream. It's a dream for somebody who wants to help others. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah. Well, I am so very happy to be on this journey with you. I'm happy for your success, and I'm just happy to be over here with you. I've always thought you just had the best spirit, that you were sweet spirit.
Aw.
Just to be able to see you winning like this and helping other people. I mean, usually you and I chat behind the scenes all the time, but I love all of the team to death. I mean, we just have the best people on our team, and if you guys are like looking for a home where you'll actually get help, I think that was kind of the biggest thing. And can you help everyone personally? Well, I mean, there's only so many hours in a day, so I don't want to like give the impression like I sit on the phone 24/7, because I don't. So that would just be like misleading. But if not me, then there's someone else on the team. You can always go into our group, into our Dream Team group, and post a question, and within a few seconds, usually, out of the 11,700 people that's in there, someone will answer you. They love answering you. Someone's always got an opinion, or someone always has an answer. So I promise you, you will get an answer. That's what I love about our team, is that everyone's involved. Someone's going to help you. And if you're trying to really grow a business, this is the place to be. So when someone says, oh, I don't know if I can do it, I'm going, you haven't tried. There's no way possible with this group that we have, because they love helping people. They will pounce your question, promise you. So if ever you want help, there's not been one time that I've emailed any of these people on this panel and not gotten a response. I'm going to say the longest time it's taken me has maybe been an hour. And I can promise you, none of them make money off of me. That's the crazy thing. None of them are in my upline, or if you want to call it that. So none of them make money off of me. And I've had people that have sponsored me into a business that I can get responses from in a day or two. So that's what's amazing about this. And let me just ask you guys, just across the board, is it about the same for you guys? Yeah? Chris?
Yeah.
Justin?
It definitely is for me.
Yeah. Thumbs up, everyone. I mean, is it just me? But if you guys contact someone and you have questions you need to get answers to, can you contact someone?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've had distributors that are not connected to me at all talk to potential customers for me to like reassure them about a health condition they have, a medication they're on, things like that. Because a lot of people are scared. They're like, well, I'm taking this, I'm afraid. Or the other day I had a lady with a lap band, and I know nothing about that. So, I reached out to see if I could find a few people, and people are more than willing to, lend you a hand and give you the information that you need, and to help other customers. Because, we really are one team, one dream. That's why we call it the Dream Team, because we all work together and help each other out. It's you don't ever feel left alone. Not in this company.
And
Yeah.
I've been in the company for, I think, probably longer than anybody on the panel right now. I've been in for over a year, and it's been that way since day one. It's been that way since my very first day. And I look now at a lot of times some of those questions that are asked, and I think, gosh, I asked that exact same question. When I first started, I have asked that exact same question. So I think, okay, let me answer this. And I think that's where it comes from. It's like, okay, let me help this person, because I asked that question. I may have the answer now, but still, now there's questions that I have to go and ask somebody, on the comp plan, or like Carrie said, somebody comes up with something that I have no clue about, you have to go out and ask them. So it's everybody sitting back and saying, okay, I'm going to answer this, and I'm going to help this person, because that's just what it's all about. And, we can say that all day long, and it kind of sounds cheesy, and it kind of sounds like a little hippie love fest going on, but it's true. It's just the absolute truth.
Yeah. Now, I will say that because we've started doing the Hangouts, I've found that a lot of people will come and ask me a question, and out of respect, I usually send them back to their sponsor first. Simply because that's how relationships are built. So it's almost kind of like, don't ask your dad, come and ask your mom. So I send them back to their dad and say, well, talk to your dad, and if your dad can't help you, then ask me. So that's how I try, because I want people to build relationships within their team, and then if there's no way to get the answers they need, then to come back. But realistically, if they can't get the answer from their sponsor, there's always someone else who can answer them. But that's how you build your team. You want to build a strong relationship between people. And I do the same thing within mine. I say, hey, if you can't reach me, then go somewhere else. Go up to my sponsor, which we call, he says it's not really our upline, our success line, which John told me that, and I love that because John is actually my sponsor. So he said, call it your success line. And I agree, go up in your success line and find someone who does have the answer. But typically that's what I do. I say, hey, who sponsored you into the business? We'll try and get back with them and see if they have an answer for you. If not, then let's find someone who can get the answer to you. So because it's showing them how to work their business instead of, otherwise they'll do something like go to Tim without talking to their sponsor, So, but thank you so much, Carrie. As always, love you to death, and can't wait to see you in Florida.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be so fun.
I know.
It's gonna be cold here, so I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you in Florida, and again, so happy about how your business is growing. And guys, if you're looking at this again, thinking about how you can grow your business, Carrie, she's not abnormal. I was trying to build a business for years, and fortunately, I had some success right before coming over to Skinny Body Care. But just like Carrie, it was the same thing. Not really having the support system in place, not really having the mentoring, not really having anyone to say, hey, we're behind you. That's what I love about Skinny Body Care, and that's why I've made this place my home, because I know that I can bring a team here and they can grow and they can be successful. So if you're thinking about how can you have similar success as our panel members, all you have to do is click on the button and get started. That's your first step. Click on the button, get started, or get back in touch with the person who put you on this hangout tonight.
I wanted to say something else.
Knock yourself out, lady.
Well, it's just a little, but you know how we were saying, it's an extra $10 to become a distributor. Sometimes I feel like I'm shorting people if they don't become one, because you get paid $8 for joining. So essentially, it's only an extra $2 on top of your bottle of Skinny Fiber. And I talk to so many people who need to lose weight, they're unhealthy, they have medical issues, but they're on a limited income. And this is just a great way for them to start making some money, If you're broke, if you're on, one income, you're laid off, and you need to lose weight, buy a bottle of Skinny Fiber and become a distributor. Lose 5 or 10 pounds, tell your friends about it. Or, once they start asking you how you lost it, you sell them a bottle, you can make $25 to $100 for them purchasing it. A lot of people could use that money, and I mean, it just makes sense to me. If you're short on cash to buy it, then that's more of a reason for you to join us.
I agree 100%. We keep bottles here, and I had a lady that, I can't even remember how I met her, but she wanted to place an order, but she didn't want to wait. She's here in Georgia, and I just shipped her a bottle. I need to send her a message to make sure it got to her today. But I mean, the thing is, people do want to try something different. They are interested in changing their lives, and a lot of people still don't know about Skinny Body Care. Believe it or not, I was one of them. So it's a lot of opportunity out here, because it's a great business and it barely costs anything. I wrote a post on my Facebook page today talking about how inexpensive it is to get started in this business. I mean, when I started my first business, it was, okay, y'all know we don't have any rules, so we're about to go on a tangent here, because I've had coffee at 9 o'clock at night. But when I started my first business, I literally had to buy desks. I had a mortgage and real estate company. I had to buy desks, computers, chairs, all kind of equipment, and you name it, and spent tens of thousands of dollars for licensing before I even opened my doors. Not to talk about how many months I was in the hole keeping payroll and all of my expenses, and lights on, and paying the rent for the office. before even bringing in a profit. So when you're starting a business and it's only costing you $2, and people don't want to stick it out for 30 or 60 days, I'm going, you got to be kidding me. When you have people who have been in it for 3.5 years who are doing $1 million, when you have people who have been in it for a year and a half who are doing $300,000, $400,000, it's just one of these things where you sometimes have to ask yourself, how bad do you want to change your life? Because this company provides that opportunity to you, hands down. And just like Carrie just said, when you consider the fact that Skinny Body Care will give you back $8 just for signing up, it costs you $2. So, and in the real world, you could not start a business for $2. If you can, please tell me about it, because I am unaware of it. You know of it, Carrie?
I haven't heard of one.
Yeah.
A garage sale, maybe.
Well, yeah, but you have to still have inventory. We don't have to have inventory. Skinny Body Care takes care of all the inventory for us.
Yeah. There's no inventory. There's no shipping. I mean, for $2, you can have your own business. You can have your house back. You can be fit and sexy and buy new dresses with all the new money you're making. I mean, totally change your life if you give it a shot.
Yeah, I agree. So I just wanted to point that out. The cost of doing business is just very low. Since you pointed out that you get $8 back, it really only comes out to be $2 net once they consider that. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, let's jump over to Justin real quick, because Justin is someone else that I've known online for a minute. We've never had a chance to work together until recently, and then we met in Vegas. And so here's what's really cool. Justin was like me. He was a marketer and, doing some other things, but then he came over to Skinny Body Care, and Skinny Body Care just kind of, I don't know, Justin, what did it do for you? It's like you looked at it probably initially, I don't know, maybe as a business, and then what happened? What did it do for you that you suddenly said, this is it?
Well, first off, I just want to say I'm here tonight to prove that men take skinny fiber. Just want to say. Yeah, and really, to answer your question, Pam, it was the product. Again, you hear that same theme all the time. It was the product, and it was that I'd gotten people on the product, and it was just like consistency, with the product, people consistently getting results. And that was one of the things that was really blew my mind. I mean, my wife and I, we've been into health and wellness started about 13 years ago, and we've gradually gotten crazier and crazier about it, over those 13 years. You've looked at our blog, we have organic mattresses, and I don't know, we're just nuts. But, I'm really into that. I mean, it's part of my life. It's part of who I am. We believe in health. We believe in fitness. We believe in helping other people, feel better and live a better quality of life. So this product, when I got it, and I wasn't in a position then that I needed to lose weight, but I started to take it because I saw it as a cleanse product, and I saw the enzymes that were in the product, and I thought that's fantastic. One thing that we don't do in America so much is cleanse, is detoxify. You go over to Europe, man, they're jumping in saunas over there. They're taking certain herbs or eating certain foods, every 6 months, and they're taking care of their bodies. Over here in the United States, it's not the case. People mention or hear detox, and it scares them. They don't know what that means, and they're it can be something that they've never tried before. So that was the biggest thing for me, was just seeing how well this product worked. I would say probably in like 13 years of this whole health and wellness thing we've been doing, probably this is the best product I've worked with as far as delivering consistent results. And then in addition to that too, being so affordable for people to be on. $2 a day a person can be on the Skinny Fiber. I generally think that people save more money in not snacking or overeating than they're going to spend on their product. So that's a win-win. You know, you're able to start losing some weight, and you actually could save some money, you know, over what you're already spending. But you know, the health benefits are the main thing that absolutely got me involved. Absolutely.
Well,
Uh-oh, something happened?
my computer froze. Okay.
Oh, okay. You're back. You're back.
My computer froze on me. Well, you know, one of the things that, yeah, I was impressed because I know you to be a marketer. And when we started talking in Vegas and you started telling me all these things that you knew about the product, I didn't know any. A lot of that stuff I didn't know. I just started taking the product. I knew it was working for me, but some of the stuff that you were telling me literally blew my mind. So I didn't have a clue about some of the benefits that you were telling me about. I had to come home and actually start looking some of them up. So, and I've been sharing it a lot with people, and as we've had the Hangouts, I've been hearing a lot of the stories from people for different things about what it's been helping them with, what it's helped them clear up, and of course we can't make any medical claims, so we can't say that it's going to help you with your blood pressure or that it's going to help you with diabetes. However, there are a lot of people who their cholesterol is going down as a result of taking Skinny Fiber. Their blood pressure is regulating. They're having these tremendous results, and it's primarily because the toxins are coming out of their body. So, you know, the thing is that I was reading an article, and it was talking about all of the things that we have going on in our body because of the processed foods that we eat and all of the different things that we put in our body that we didn't used to do 50 years ago, and how the cancer rate and all that stuff, which I don't want to go far into, have went up to like 500% from where they were like in the 1950s. And what can you attribute it to? Well, things that we weren't doing back then was eating a lot of processed foods. We weren't putting all of this junk into our system that we're doing now. So what Skinny Fiber does is it draws a lot of that junk out of your body for you. So when you hear people start saying, well, like Tim was on the other day and mentioned how he had gout and he wasn't having as many flare-ups. And so you wonder how I can control that. Well, because it's pulling all of the gunk out of your system. So can we make that claim that now it cures gout? Of course we can. But there's a lot of people having a lot of miraculous things happening to them because of this product. So you might want to try it if you're not on it.
I would agree, and I'll tell you, you touched on a lot of different points there, but one of the things about this product and about the body, the human body is a miracle. It can do so many things: repair, restore, rejuvenate itself. But the challenge we have is like what you're talking about. You've got processed foods. You've got the standard American diet, which is appropriately abbreviated SAD, S-A-D. Okay. People are eating things that are not healthy for them, and they don't even know because it's just what they get at the supermarket or what have you. But all these artificial chemicals, flavoring, the body doesn't know what it is. So the body treats it as a toxin because it's not natural. It's not something the body goes, okay, I can use this to build muscle or do the different things that the body needs to do. It doesn't even know what to do with it. So when the body encounters a toxin, it has one of two options. It can either excrete that toxin or it can store that toxin in fat. That's the way that the body deals with it. And unfortunately today what's happening for a lot of people is they're bombarded by so much through the processed foods, through environmental poisons, toxins, chemicals, medicinal drugs, all these different things. They are overloaded with toxins, okay? So their body has no other choice but to, it can't continue to excrete that much toxic overload, so it stores as fat. So the nice thing about Skinny Fiber is how it does detoxify people. It's a very gentle detox. It's a process that I haven't found anybody that felt it was overwhelming. It's something that kind of happens gradually for you, and a lot of people right away they start to have a little bit more energy because of the enzymes. that are in the product. The enzymes start to break their food down better, so that they have more bioavailable nutrients there, so they have more energy. So the food, you know, it's like rather than putting regular gas in the car, now all of a sudden you're putting premium gas in the car, so your engine runs better, everything runs better, and so that's one of the things about this product. But yeah, as far as medical claims, you know, obviously we don't want to make those, but when the body's given the right things and it can use foods properly, and you start to lose that weight, I mean, look, just Google. Dr. Oz did an article that's great about just losing 10 pounds and the health benefits that does for an individual, as far as taking the stress off their heart, you know, all the different things, their energy, everything. You know, people can just Google that and look at what weight loss does as you start to, lose the weight. So, I mean, there's tons of things, but also I think this product does something more systemically for people. I've heard a lot of great results, and I think it's because that they're breaking their food down better, their body, it's more bioavailable, and their body can use those raw ingredients to do what it was built to do, which is, repair, rebuild, and restore itself better.
Yeah, and I can tell you, and I just shared this recently, like today I just started back on my 90-day challenge. I was recently, after we came back from the Vegas trip, previously I had, and I hadn't shared this with a lot of people, but I have a condition called spinal stenosis, and back in 2006 I had spinal surgery, and after coming back from our trip to Vegas, where I had the pleasure of speaking and getting married all in the same weekend, about 2 or 3 days afterwards, I came back home and started having some problems with my nervous system that was attributed to my spinal condition, and so I'm pending some surgery. But I'm going to say I was wondering what triggered it. Well, before I went to Vegas, I was really eating a very clean diet, not putting a lot of junk in my body, and wasn't having any migraines, not having any problems, and went to Vegas and, got a little happy, got sidetracked, and started going back to some of my bad eating habits, and wouldn't you know it, I started having the migraines, I started, getting the fatigue again, started feeling really bad, and I'll be very transparent and say that I wasn't even staying on top of my skinny fiber, and I gained a few pounds, and during this time is where this illness got triggered. Now, can I say that it was triggered because of this? Well, no, I can't say that, but definitely starting back on it now, even today, and Chris can probably attest to this, my energy level is so much higher. Last week we had a hangout where I couldn't even barely do the hangout and had to have Chris take over because my energy level was so low and I was in so much pain. And just from a couple of days of being back on the skinny fiber and cleaning my diet back up, I'm feeling a lot more energetic. So I can certainly tell you that it's making a difference for me, being off of it and being back on it. Now, does that stop me from needing surgery? No, that's a hereditary condition, and the two are not connected. But as far as how I feel about what I'm putting into my body, I can definitely feel a difference. And if you guys go to the replay from last week, I was probably like this. I actually have some energy, and last week I had probably drank about 3 cups of coffee before we had the hangout, and I'm just kind of sipping on this one tonight. So I would agree with you 100%, Justin. It makes a difference what you do in your body. So, I mean, I'm walking proof. I can feel the difference in my body just from the last few days, and I've made a promise to myself that I will never get that far off track again and never allow myself to go without the skinny fiber ever again. I couldn't believe just from yesterday I was saying that, I'm feeling better already.
That's great. Yeah, it's great. I think it's a journey that we can help a lot of people start too. I mean, once you are off course, it's hard to right the ship and get back on course sometimes. And I think skinny fiber is just an awesome way to, for a person to start that journey. They can have some quick results where they lose some weight. I mean, I've had friends who've lost over 20 pounds on this product since starting on. I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. So, I'm very excited about that. But also, you mentioned I am a marketer. Yeah, I've been around this networking industry technically since I was 18 years old, which was a long time ago. And now I'm, I started pretty seriously in the industry about 13, 14 years ago. And I lasted about 5 years before I got totally fed up with network marketing and didn't want anything else to do with it. And I actually started to get into online marketing, affiliate marketing, and got really successful with that. And I still do that now. But, for the past 8 years, I was out. Like, don't even talk to me about network marketing. There were a couple things I looked at, but no, I don't want to do that ever again. And this company's brought me back. It's brought me back because of the product. It's brought me back because of the great people that are involved. I went to a conference. I haven't been to a network marketing conference in forever. Which was amazing for me. There's so many things that are right with this company from the price point. I mean, even the fact that we get a product, it's $2 a day to be on this product. The way that the economy is right now, these people who have these weight loss systems that are out there that are $180 a month, are they kidding me? I mean, who's buying that right now? The ultra wealthy? I mean, it's just not happening. People can't afford it. Even if they get the results, it's just not possible for them to stay on the system and maintain their results. Whereas here we are with Skinny Fiber, you can get it, and if you buy I'm not even talking about the 6-pack where you can get it for $30 a bottle, so it's $1 a day to be on the product as a customer. But you can get it for as little as just $2 a day for most people, and you're taking this product and you're getting these results and you're in this business. But $60 is a critical price point right now. If you go $40 and under, what happens is there's not enough money to really pay people well, so you can't develop like leadership in the company, for a monthly cost. If you go over $100, you get people dropping out like flies. So $60 is perfect. When I saw that, I was like, wow, this is exactly what we need to be doing right now. Absolutely. So, yep.
Well, I know, yeah, and I agree with you. And for the cost, and I was telling someone before I joined Skinny Body Care, I was looking for a way to lose weight. You mentioned as being a marketer. Over the last couple of years as I was trying to build my business, I work from home, and today I actually have on a t-shirt. Usually I'll dress up for you guys, but it wasn't happening today. But I'm normally not in makeup or trying to even make my hair look cute. Normally it's some little ratty ponytail and no makeup because, as a marketer, I'm in t-shirts, yoga pants, and flip-flops. That is my attire. In Atlanta, I'm in flip-flops. So that's what I wear. And what I did as a result of it, of really just kind of grinding it out and building my business, is I picked up about 40 or 50 pounds. And so I really needed to lose the weight and was looking at the different programs because I figured in my head, if I'm going to lose weight, I'll use it as a business too, because truthfully, that was a motivating factor for me. I said, I need to do something that's going to hold me accountable. There's no way I'm going to be the big girl promoting a weight loss product. So I wanted to find something, and when I saw this and I said, okay, it's one bottle, there's no diet plan, I can kind of do what I need to do, which means I can create my own eating plan. And for me, I'm doing like a gluten-free, those types of things to help with some of the problems I have going on with my body. It was perfect. I agree with you, Justin. Some of these programs, it's just unethical.
Too much.
They want you to spend, by the time you finish, you got to buy crackers, drinks, pills, shakes. I mean, I know you've seen them, but to me, that's unethical to tell someone that they've got to buy $400 worth of products when they can use the same amount of weight on Skinny Fiber.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy.
Yeah. No, it's wild, and I don't know. Yeah, it's just incredible. And not to mention that one of the hardest things in nutrition, and you touched on this, is compliance. Okay? It's so much easier to take two gel caps twice a day than mix a shake and eat a cereal and take a supplement and do all these different things. Compliance is a big issue in nutritionals, absolutely. getting people to actually take the product as it's laid out. And this one's so super simple for people to do. I think also with how they, you start feeling great, people want to keep taking it. And then when they start seeing the weight loss, it becomes like, it's part of their daily routine no matter what. But one other thing I just want to touch on real quick before we move over to our last speaker here tonight too is just, talking about marketing. We've got 1 out of 3 people are dieters in the United States. So 1 out of 3 people that you're talking to are trying to lose weight in the United States right now. They're actively doing something about it. There's as far as the severity of what's happening with the obesity epidemic, it's at a fever pitch right now. It's nearly 1 in 5 deaths that occur in the United States are attributed to obesity and being overweight right now. You've got a person dying every 2 minutes from obesity, and what's happening in this with this epidemic that's happening. So it's definitely something that's very serious. You can see it in children. And we have somewhere we can really make a difference for people, and it's not going to cost them an arm and a leg. It's very affordable. It's something that we can do something about it. And yes, we can also earn some great, income doing it as well. I mean, my marketing brain since I've gotten in this company is, after I saw the results and I saw everything that was happening, it's just been going crazy. Like I have so many just different ideas about how to get this product out to people. I'm just running around. I've started sending whole bottles of the product to people because. Like I just know how well the product works, and I know if I can get people on it and they start taking it, I know they're going to have great results, and they're going to become part of this whole movement that we've got to really do something about the obesity epidemic in America and worldwide. America's not alone anymore, not at all.
Yeah, and I think you touched on a great point because I remember looking at some statistics for last year. And there are 60, the weight loss industry is a $61 billion industry. So when you talk about, that was statistics from last year. So when you talk about whether or not there is a market for this product.
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a market for this product because we have less than a 1% return rate, which means that it works. So
yeah, nobody's heard about it, really. I mean,
I hadn't heard about it. I kid you not. That's why when I mentioned that Carrie, because I mean, without getting into all the details, but I would have joined with Carrie, but I didn't remember the company because she kind of went silent, And the thing about Facebook is you don't see people popping up. You have to be in touch, and she just kind of silently went off and did her thing. And then when I got ready to join, I saw someone else who was doing it. But then when I got in, I saw that it was Carrie. I didn't know anything about the company. That's the crazy thing about it, that this company has done, what, $34 million last year? Mm-hmm. And we have, what, less than 20,000 reps in the business?
Oh, yeah.
And doing that much money, and there's still so many people because when I say I had not heard of it, I had not heard of it. It wasn't until I saw Carrie that I was like, I didn't realize it was, it just didn't connect for me. So just really, when I say didn't connect, then I saw someone else recently who I remember probably about 2 years ago was promoting that they had lost weight. A gentleman, which I'm not going to say their name because then they're going to say, well, why didn't you? Because I didn't connect the two. It was just, they were just very casual about it, and then it dawned on me that I remember seeing this guy say he had lost a lot of weight, but at that time I wasn't looking for a weight loss product, and I wasn't looking, for a company. I just remember seeing them. So I know it's been around, and I know the product works because I remember him being really, really overweight and losing like 100 and something pounds on the product.
Amazing, absolutely.
So, I think that's probably the takeaway. The biggest takeaway for me is that the product worked. When I heard the return rate, I said, look, one thing's for sure, and you guys can kind of jump in here if you want. One thing's for sure, when you tell people that we have up to 90-day empty bottle return, all right? People will take you up on that, right? So basically what you're saying is I can use it all and return the bottle to you, that if it didn't work, more people would take them up on it, wouldn't you think?
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that?
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Still, it's only a 1% return rate.
Yeah, for sure.
it's amazing.
Definitely.
Pretty much unheard of.
So that was something major to me. And when I tell people that, they say, well, I said, come on, less than a 1% return rate is unheard of, because I know people who return stuff to Walmart just for the heck of it. Just because they can. So very low numbers. So Justin, I know that we have a special lady on the panel, and I know you know her personally, so I'm going to let you do the honors.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, and Lavette is here. She's been sitting there very patiently, listening to everybody, and I know she's probably got some things she wants to share as well. But Lavette is just an awesome, awesome person. She and I met almost a year ago, roughly almost a year ago, maybe like 11 months ago. We didn't interact that much, but we kind of saw each other on Facebook, and you know, we talked a little bit here and there, and I think I helped her out a little bit, she helped me out a little bit, and we kind of maintained this relationship. But she was going down a course, she was trying, making some good money, you know, trying some different things, and I think now she's really found a home with this company like I have. You know, this is something I'm committed to. I got blinders on. I'm 100% Skinny Body Care because it's just that good. It's just that good. So, without anything else, Lavette, I'll turn it over to you so you can kind of share, you know, what you've seen and what's happened for you so far.
Well, thank you, Justin. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I started back with Skinny Body Care in July. And it was so funny because I had been with one of those hyped up weight loss companies. And for some reason, I just did not feel a passion for it. You know, initially when the company started, I made a good amount of money. You know, it was front loaded. And, you know, seeing that check come in, extremely happy. But there was something missing. And, you know, it just happened that Justin contacted me 2 weeks after I started thinking that it wasn't the right thing for me to do. And he said, you really have got to look at Skinny Body Care. And I'm like, okay, Justin, I'm on vacation. I don't have time to really look at anything, but just send me over your link and I'll see what I can do. So we were relaxing one evening and I decided to click Justin's link. And I started reading. And then I started listening to videos. And then I started looking at banners that people had up. And I started going on Facebook. And I went, wait a minute, this actually sounds pretty cool. I said, you know what? This company sounds great. And while I was away, within probably about 20 minutes after I finished reading the last item, I joined. And, you know, I got a text message from Justin saying, I saw what you did. And I said, yeah. I said, I'll get to it when I get back from vacation. And so, you know, July happened. I had a lot of things to do. My daughter has an event company. And, you know, I said, okay, I've eaten as much as I possibly can eat. I've gained more than I should possibly have thought about gaining. And it's time for me to really get back into business and take care of myself, take care of my family, lose this weight, and get started. And, you know, I've been fortunate in the last few, my dog's barking, I've been fortunate in the last 2 years that I started network marketing where, you know, I've made a six-figure income, but I never made a six-figure income with one business. And, you know, one business gave me this amount, another business gave me some more. But I decided, you know, if I put all my time and dedication to a company that I really love, imagine the possibilities, you know, and this is the business that I love. It's spectacular, you know. I have a passion for helping others, you know. I was fortunate I worked with Steve Jobs for 2.5 years, and he always said that you have to have a passion in doing whatever you want to be successful in. And this is what I want to do. I want to give back. I don't always want to make just the money. Granted, I want to make money, but it's not always all about the money. So, you know, Skinny Fiber is the business. And I'm a foodie, so as you can tell, I need to lose weight. But being a foodie, I want to be able to eat what I want to eat. It's funny because, you look at all the different companies that are out there, especially the mainstream ones like, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, and they talk about portion control. And, I've been on those, and, I'll get my little packet, and I open it up, and I'm like, well, I need 3 of these in order to be satisfied. This is not going to work for me. And what happens naturally with Skinny Fiber that I found out is that I end up having portion control. I still eat what I want to eat, whenever I want to eat it, but I'm not as hungry, and it's just naturally subsides my hunger. And I still can eat what I like to eat. If you go to my page, I always have like what I've cooked for my husband, what I've cooked for my daughter. We had a huge barbecue the other day, and I sat there with, amazing steak and loaded mashed potatoes, and I had like 2 tablespoons of my favorite mashed potatoes, and I'm like, what? But at least I could eat my mashed potatoes, so it's a really good thing. So I know a lot of people who need to lose weight, and Skinny Fiber, Skinny Body Care is the way to go. So.
Yeah. And here's a really cool thing about it, though. I think you said something that a lot of people can really relate to, is that you want to eat what you want to eat. And I tell people that it's a way of life. The eating thing, you can't realistically stay on a diet. I can tell you, I've done diets, and I'm like an expert at being able to drop 20-something pounds. But as I get older, let me back that up. I was an expert at being able to drop weight. But as I get older, I'm in my 40s now, my body doesn't appreciate that little quick weight loss thing. So realistically, it's all about making lifestyle changes. And so if I want to have something maybe that's, doesn't include just vegetables and some type of meat, then
Right.
I want to be able to have that. I don't want to feel deprived. What I love about Skinny Fiber is that it allows you to do that. So wouldn't you agree that that's probably the best part about Skinny Fiber, is that it allows you to live? Because I was reading your timeline. Let me just tell you, this girl throws down. She had like crab cakes and cake and something at her house the other day, and I was going, man, I need a flight.
Well, come on, you can come anytime.
Right, you're a foodie. It sounds like gourmet, like you had a chef at your house.
Well, that's just so you know, I used to have a catering business on the side. It's like after I left working with Steve Jobs, in between this and another job I had a catering job. So I like to eat. I also love to live, I live in LA. So there's a new restaurant popping up every 2 minutes. So, I'm in those restaurants trying out their new food and seeing if I can recreate it at home. So
Yeah. And you know what? The good thing is, and I tell people this all the time, people hear the word Skinny Fiber. Listen, skinny does not mean pencil thin. It doesn't mean weight. So what used to be the old thought process of being skinny no longer means healthy. Having some curves means you're healthy now. So Skinny Fiber simply means that's the product. We are not talking about anyone getting pencil thin. We're not talking about starving yourself. We're talking about being able to still eat what you want. Perhaps some of you guys in moderation. That doesn't mean go eat a cake and take Skinny Fiber. But what it means is that you can still enjoy your life and be able to eat some of the foods that you like too. So let me ask you a question. As far as the business is concerned, because we had a chance to meet you and your husband in Vegas. So what makes Skinny Body Care different from anything else that you've done?
With the other businesses that I've done, you would pay your basic price, and I know that sounds crazy to say basic, but I was in, I'm sure, probably the same company that a couple of you are in, where you have your basic, and then you have upgrades that you can possibly do. But with the next level, you get training. So if you're not at the let me just throw the number out there, the $100 level, you're not going to get the training because you're not eligible for it. You'll get the weekly call that everybody can get, but you can't get into the back office to learn how to do the things that these 6- and 7-figure earners are doing. With Skinny Body Care, we have a boot camp where everyone can actually go into the boot camp, and here's your step 1. Day 1, step 1, these are the things you need to do. Day 2, step 2, here are the steps you need to do, all the way up to day 8. So out of the box, literally, you're up and running. We also have training that, as far as I have seen, I've never seen training like having, for instance, Dale Calvert train us. You know, these well-known people who can actually teach you how to do things, and you get this all for free. So, you know, coming from a business that I had to pay to upgrade to get the benefit of being successful, you know, and then coming to a company where they want your success, you know, knowing that Ben wants us to all succeed, you know, it's unheard of, basically, you know, in this industry. So, at least what I've seen in this industry.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. So, and guys, here's the crazy thing. I mean, maybe it's not crazy, but it hasn't happened for me in my 2 years. This is the first time that I've been in the business, and I keep hearing this from a lot of people who have been in other businesses, that what we have is just really rare, where you have people who care, who love on you, who want you to succeed, and they're willing to help you. And it's literally been the best experience for me. And I'm glad that I made the decision to come over. So if you're looking for a place to call home as far as the business is concerned, or you just want to lose weight, you need a starting point, and you just want to experience what we have, and you see some of the people on the page, click on the link, get started, take the 90-day challenge, let it be your first start, and I'm certain that you do the same thing like so many other people have done, and you'll want to become a distributor. Real quick, guys, because we had such a great panel tonight, starting with Judy, who had to leave. But real quick, last piece of advice we always ask this, Chris. I'll turn it over to you.
Last piece of advice is, like you just said, if you're on the fence, push the button and just start tonight, because you know everything that we said. A lot of times, you can really tell when people have their heart in something. And that's what everybody here on this panel tonight just really is talking to whoever's out there from our hearts and letting you know exactly what the company is. I mean, I can't even express to you enough how much that you will enjoy it. Like I said, it's, you know, it's not for everyone, but everyone can join and everyone can try, and everyone can succeed if they really put their mind to it. So hit the button, get back to whoever got you on here. And you will be thanking them for it soon, because you'll lose weight, you'll feel better, you'll be healthier, and you'll start to make good money, a good income.
Yeah. Carrie, any advice you want to give anyone who's thinking about getting started?
If you need to lose weight and you've been struggling and dieting isn't working, you are having cravings for food, you know, if something hasn't worked for you before, you have nothing to lose by trying Skinny Fiber, because you get 30 days, you know, even for one bottle, to send it back and get your money back, even if you take it all, you know, take it the 90-day challenge. If you lose a ton of weight, you could win $1,000. I mean, there's so much benefit just to join, you know, and pay the extra $10, because you're going to get $8 back. And I'm sure you know at least 3 or 4 people that their New Year's resolution is going to be that they want to lose weight. So, and that could be an extra $300 in your pocket right there if you just know 3 people. So, you know, there's no reason to hold off. Your health can't wait. Your future can't wait. You know, the time's now. If you want to make a change in your life, then you just need to make a decision. Click the button below and join. And we'll be here for you.
I agree. Great advice. Thanks, Carrie. Justin, last piece of advice. Someone's on the fence. They're thinking about it. What would you say to them?
I would say to them, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Get signed up, for sure. Get started, and if, for nothing else, for your own personal health benefits. And again, for the people too who don't need to lose weight, who are at their ideal weight, look, I'm 40. It gets harder and harder to stay at your ideal weight. The older that you get, it gets to become more and more of a challenge. This product makes it easier for you. It's a great cleanse. So, just everybody should be taking this product. It's fantastic.
Okay. And that I agree with. And we've had so many people who've been on our panel at this point who didn't always need to lose weight, and they have the same exact response of how it's helping them regulate their system, clear up problems that they're having with their gut, just so many other benefits. So, Lovette, advice you would want to give someone who's on the fence thinking about getting started, what advice would you give to them?
As far as weight loss, definitely you have nothing to lose but weight. I ask that everybody at least go the 90 days and do the 90-day challenge. And at the end of the 90 days, if you're not satisfied for whatever reason, you get your money back. In regards to business, it's one of the best businesses that I've ever been in. And the people that are on our team in the company are willing to help you. You're not going to be alone at all. Everybody here on this panel, everybody who's not on the panel is there to help. And as a side note, I need to say this. One of the, side benefits for me is I am going through menopause, and my husband goes crazy at night because I'm like ripping my clothes off and putting on the air conditioner. He's sitting trembling underneath the blanket. Well, I now no longer really rip up my clothes and I turn the air conditioner off. He may not be happy, but with the fact that that side benefit has made all the difference in the world for me, and that's worth twice the amount or 10 times the amount that I actually have to pay for my monthly. So.
And agree 100%. If you guys are on the fence, I mean, obviously we have a little bit, we're a little bit biased, but realistically, you're hearing from people. When we say it's stories of success, it's because these are people who have real stories, real testimonies, and each week we try and bring in different people so that you're not just seeing me and Chris each week, even though me and Chris love seeing you guys, but okay. Pearl, over to you. Any last words that you would give someone who's thinking about getting started and maybe they're on the fence?
Yeah, another thing is this business is really fun. And if you want to come in as a customer, find a partner to do a 90-day challenge. Get the 3 bottles. You get 6 bottles, buy 3, get 3 free. Do the 90-day challenge as with a partner or a friend, and just make it fun. I still haven't worked out after 4 months of weight loss, and I'm about to step it up a bit, I guess you can say. It's really fun. It's not hard at all. I mean, you can get into other products, spend a lot of money, join a gym and all that stuff, and all you need is 1 bottle here. So it's very simple, very fun. I think it's super easy. 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills. I actually take my 2 pills in the evening before I go to sleep. And I barely eat. I mean, there's people that do eat, snacking here and there, but I barely eat. And I don't run out of energy. I do drink coffee, but I eat very little now. And I live in Hawaii. We have this thing where we have plate lunches. We have 2 scoop rice, macaroni salad, and the main dish. So I can throw down, but it's a breakthrough for me actually to go from practically eating the whole plate. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the what is it? The food truck race on the Food Channel. Well, that's the kind of food we eat here. It's very bad for you. A lot of processed stuff. Spam is huge in Hawaii. Don't touch that stuff anymore. I mean, it's a whole lifestyle change, And it's fun. I mean, just go out and find a partner, do it with a partner. I have a few friends on the other island, the Big Island, Kona girls, shout out. They all go walking in the morning, and they just love just walking. They take their water, they take their skinny right before they go walking, and all these huge testimonies. It's just been amazing, and they have so much fun. I mean, it's you don't have to break your bank, you know, for this company at all. And Ben is just an amazing blessing, I think, for my life. It's completely changed from where I was in a previous business, practically going broke every month. And similar to what Lavette said, you know, you got to be at a certain level and all this stuff. Not here. We are family, and we sang that at the Las Vegas conference. It was awesome. We are family, so join us. Click the link below.
I just want to pipe in. I heard you guys singing that song. I don't know about awesome, but y'all made an effort. That might have been the wine y'all were drinking.
No. No, I like karaoke, actually. In Hawaii, we karaoke a lot, so that's kind of a norm for me, even with alcohol. It's fun.
We saw it, didn't we, Justin? Justin's going to be nicer than me.
Oh, they were having a good time.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. You guys had a good time, but somebody forgot the words. That's all I'm going to say. No, but seriously, you guys had a ball, and we love our Skinny Body Care family. We had a good time. My sponsor actually rapped at that event, so
that was amazing.
That was amazing.
I think we had a little bit too much fun. My husband was saying we had so much fun there. We hated for it to end. Seriously. So, Chris, this is my girl. Chris, let me tell you, Chris is just like amazing. And so, Chris, I want you to just kind of take us home and just for people who are just sitting back and they're what are they missing out on? Because well, let me tell you about Chris. Chris and I connected, and she did a hangout one day, and she became like had to be on the hangout. She just I can't do it without her now. So Chris became like she just had to be here. It was like if I'm doing a hangout, Chris is doing a hangout. That was just like it. So we became partners in crime. But I tell you what, most giving, sweetest, caring, loving person in the world. And, you know, again, Chris and I are not connected other than we're just both part of Skinny Body Care. So anything just in general you want to share or kind of tell us anything that's on your heart.
Well, I just want to say, you know, we have the best company out there. You know, and it's that, and again, you know, I always say it sounds kind of cheesy, but we do, you know, and I can honestly say that. I've owned businesses, several, I've been in different businesses, and this is just the first thing that I am completely, totally committed to and love. I think we've had a fantastic panel tonight. I think we had the most people on the Hangout that we've had before. I think we have 500, close to 500 here viewing, and I don't know how many were over on YouTube. So thanks to everybody out there. I don't know how many guests we have, but sometimes I have people who talk to me, and they talk to me, and they talk to me about joining the business, and sometimes I want to reach through the computer and shake their shoulders, and I'm like, start now. There's no sense in waiting any longer. And that's my message. Don't wait anymore. Just pay the money. If you're going to come in on one bottle, come in on one. Pay an extra $10. If you're going to come in with a couple of the other packages, pay the extra $10. Join the company. Become part of the family. And you never know. Maybe we'll call you to be up here on one of the Hangouts with us because you don't have to be a diamond. You don't have to even be ranked in the company to be a part of the family and to be welcome. So click the button, join in, get back to the person that got you on the call, and thanks to everybody here on the panel. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.